The progress of humanity looks different, depending on the angle. Looking back, it is clear that one advancement led to another, a linear line, optics to telescope to stellar spectroscopy. How these developments came about reveals a cycle, the process by which advancements are made, then made again. Although the cycle starts anew, we are not starting from the same place. We have advanced. Seen from another angle, we moved along the helix. A fantastic metaphorical visualization of this mechanism is the very real progress of our solar system through the universe. As the Earth revolves around the Sun, we progress through a cycle of seasons, and it appears as if year after year, we move through the same physical space. It is easy to forget that we are also a part of the Milky Way, which itself is rotating. Adding in that motion to the visualization, we see the true motion of our solar system, a cosmic helix, repeating the cycle, but always through new space. The first 3 videos of this series each use the axis of something familiar to illustrate one of the steps in the helix, revealing the character and intentions of the human race. With CERN, we looked at the history of its founding and the exploration of reality for the benefit of all knowledge and humanity. To make a conscious decision that the advancement of science need not be for the benefit of a single country, company, or exploit of war. It is also an example of the first stop in the helix, collecting basic research about the world around us, to be made available freely to the collective consciousness for all possible purposes. One example being the creation and dissemination of the World Wide Web. The next step is to use the knowledge gained to develop theories which can be tested, to turn theory into new facts that can serve as foundations for further exploration. We showed how this process works with Einstein's theory of relativity and the predictions that it makes. Gravitational waves are theorized to occur when massive objects in space rapidly change, as in merging black holes or supernova. The Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory was built for the express purpose to find Einstein's gravitational waves. On September 14, 2015, it successfully detected its first gravitational wave, and since then has detected over 90 more. Through LIGO, we have turned this theory into fact. Once you have new facts, they provide the foundation to explore even further into the unknown. In the previous episode, we used the James Webb Space Telescope to illustrate this point. Spectral absorption lines allow us to identify elements at a distance, be it a few feet or billions of light years. An interesting side note is that this is how a new element was discovered. In 1868, a new spectral line was seen coming from the Sun. It was suggested that this was an undiscovered element and was named after the Greek god of the sun, Helios, and that is how helium got its name. The JWST looks at all of the spectral lines from galaxies and stars as far back in time as 13.5 billion years and at a distance of some 34 billion light years, just a few 100 million years after the beginning of everything. From its perch 1 million miles from Earth, it has become a new platform for gathering fundamental research about the universe and completing the cycle. It is easy to see the progress from its ancestor, the optical telescope. The spiral of civilization has imparted new abilities upon it, allowing us to see almost as far as possible and to fly in space. While the JWST feels like an endpoint, the helix of civilization is always ongoing. One inflection point for civilization is being constructed in France that has the potential to provide limitless, clean power. In 2006, the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor Charter was signed. Construction started in 2007 in southern France. ITER has been designed as a demonstrator nuclear fission reactor for the goal of Q greater than 10. That is, producing 10 times more power than what is consumed. The scale needed to achieve this, compared to other reactors, shows why the international partnership was desirable. So what makes fusion so much better? There are no long-lasting radioactive byproducts, harmful emissions, or opportunity to weaponize the fuel. The fuel itself is very plentiful. It is estimated that millions of years' worth exists in our seas. Even with high technology like fusion power, we are seeing individuals from private companies endeavoring to push the technology along faster. They are not content to wait for the future. Similar to the development of the telephone, personal computers, and calculus, independent humans have again seen that the conditions may be right for the emergence of new technologies at the same time. Should fusion succeed, it will be impossible to claim that the cessation of a fossil fuel-dependent civilization is not progress. The long cycles of powering our world from animals to fossil fuels to clean and limitless electricity will be complete, allowing for further advancement by our descendants in any way they decide. Or we could decide to not do that, to leave a base existence for the future devoid of enabling technologies and the debt of our current stewardship. Environmental destruction, resource depletion, extinction, war, and potentially the end of all life on Earth. Because the helix can go both ways. To move backwards only requires selfishness, division, apathy, and hopelessness. There's no guarantee that we will make it around the next bend. The combined effort of our ancestors allowed us to progress to today through potentially civilization-ending challenges. Like them, we have no certainty of what tomorrow will be. What we do have, and have demonstrated over the millennia, is the ability to adapt and overcome. We're always in the process of change and creating the future that we will inhabit. It is up to us then to be careful with what world we imagine, as we are very good at making dreams come true. If you would like to help Aletheion to continue to explore, please like and subscribe. We also have a Patreon for those that may be inclined. And if you'd like to join the discussion, please join us in the Discord. Links below.